Hello everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today for another Celtic Reiki session. My name is Krista and I am so excited to do today's healing for you with one of my favorite symbols. It's the Celtic Ogham symbol called Huath, and it is for the hawthorn tree. And this represents some things that I am a big fan of. A strong sense of worthiness, inner sovereignty, and it's very heart-centered. As I get into the healing, I'll talk more about the symbol and what this healing is all about, but those are some of the main points. So lie back, relax, and let's get started on some Celtic Reiki healing. First, I'm going to take these yin and yang stones here and just balance each side of you, holding them over your shoulders, promoting balance and grounding up by your head and shoulders and upper body. And moving down your body, down your arms and chest and stomach and abdomen, and promoting balance and grounding in the middle section of your body, and moving down your hips and your legs all the way down to your feet, and promoting balance and grounding with the yin and yang stones, balancing the masculine and the feminine in your body and helping to ground you for this healing, pressing them on your feet, rooting you into the earth, balancing and grounding for the healing. Now switching sides of the yin and yang and moving them back up your body to promote balance on either side, with the different energy on each side. Working on your feet to ground and protect and root you for this healing. And now moving up your body, up your legs and knees, hips and pelvis, stomach, arms, chest and shoulders, and head. And sending that masculine and feminine balancing, grounding energy on either side of you. Now I'm going to place one of these in this hand and one of these in this hand for you to hold on to for the remainder of the healing session. And then we will do a little Florida water cleanse with my cute little bottle here. I'm just going to lightly mist some of this healing, cleansing water over your body so that we can properly cleanse you for this healing journey. Next, I'm going to place some Dantian stones on your Dantians. If you're not familiar, Dantians are the Chinese chakra system, and we have three main ones that we'll be working with. First, I will place this beautiful purple crystal on your upper Dantian, also known as the yin tang point. This tends to, I'm going to push it down a little so you can still see it in the camera. We're going to imagine that this is on your forehead, which is where your third eye is in the traditional chakra system, between the eyebrows, promoting healing in the upper Dantian of your body to help ground you. The middle Dantian is in the heart and chest area, and I'm going to be placing this beautiful green crystal on that area so that we can do some healing work on your middle Dantian. And last but not least, the lower Dantian, which is down at your root and base. This beautiful red jasper to to heal and ground your lower Dantian. Next, I'm going to take my Selenite wand, which is a cleansing tool. This is basically the master cleanser, and we're gonna wave this over your whole body, and especially each of the Dantians, to help pull out any negative energy and cords that are binding you to any harmful, negative, toxic energy that we want to let go of so that we can place the healing in your body today. Just going to rub this over the top of your head. And really pull out any ties that are binding you to things that are not serving you and that don't belong. Wiping them away, cleansing the top part of your body, moving into that forehead and facial area and the upper Dantian and your yin tang point. Really pulling out any negative energy that we want to get rid of to make room for this wonderful Huath Celtic Ogham. I love saying that, Huath. It's just fun to say. It's actually spelled Huath, but if you're familiar at all with Celtic language, you'll know that it is the way that it is spelled and the way that it is pronounced are very different if you are used to English. I know I have struggled with it, but I have some books that tell me how to pronounce them, so hopefully I'm doing them right. All right, now moving down your chest into your heart area, into this middle Dantian, cleansing and clearing any of the negative energy that we need to get rid of in order to instead fill you up with this lovely healing energy of the hawthorn tree. And moving down the stomach and abdomen into your lower abdomen and hips and this lower Dantian. Wiping away anything toxic, harmful, anything stuck, any stuck negative energy. Cleansing it with this lovely selenite wand. And just moving it down and out your body, through your feet, and out through the bottoms of your feet, and give it to Mother Earth and the universe to transmute that energy into something positive that we can use for the good. Now I'm just going to take a moment to do a little further grounding at your feet to help you get truly rooted in and grounded for this healing session. When doing this kind of work, it's very, very important to first get grounded because this helps protect you during the healing. It helps center you and get you focused on the healing work that we're doing. It also keeps out anything negative we're trying to cleanse. And it just makes sure that we are connected to the guides and angels and spirits and energies that we want to be connected to that are going to help us with this healing journey. So if you will, please take a moment and just imagine that you have roots growing out of the bottom of your feet into the earth and connecting with the root system of all the other trees in the world, including the tree of life, connecting and intertwining with those roots so that you are connected with them and they can send their love, support, healing, stability, cleansing, and protection up through your feet, up through your legs, up through your lower half, into your chest, into your head, and all around, sending their healing and grounding energy throughout your whole body so that you are connected to Mother Earth and you can give her the energy that we are getting rid of, for her to transmute it to positive energy that she can give back to you. Okay, now that we are grounded and cleansed, I'm going to take my pendulum and I'm going to ask each Dantian if it needs clearing and if it's overactive or underactive. So for the upper Dantian Yin Tang point, does it need clearing? It's telling me yes. Is it overactive? Okay, it's telling me no, which means it's underactive. For the middle Dantian, does it need cleansing? Yes. Is it overactive? No. Okay, it is also underactive. And for the lower Dantian, is it in need of healing? Yes. Is it overactive? Yes. Okay. I'm going to place little reminders that tell me what's what, so that I know how to properly cleanse. This, we said, was underactive, so I want to point the energy in towards it. This, we said, is underactive, so we're going to point the energy in towards it. And this is overactive, so we are going to point energy out from it to release the overactive energy to promote balance. So because it's underactive, we want to send energy into it to balance it. And because it's overactive, we want to send energy out of it to balance it. Now, I'm going to take this Huath symbol. Oh, I have it upside down. This Huath symbol. And this stick that it is on, also known as a stave, comes from the actual hawthorn tree. And I'm just going to send some of that energy into each Dantian before I begin doing the symbol with my hands. I'm also going to let the pendulum help me soak up some of its energy and place it into each Dantian. So, get this in my fingers there. Okay, we're going to let the pendulum soak up this Huath energy. Okay, and now we're going to let it redistribute into the upper Dantian, sending that wonderful, loving Huath energy for inner sovereignty, a strong sense of worthiness, for demanding the best, demanding respect, and knowing your own worth. Okay. It has done its job there. I'm going to move over to the other side of the table for this one. And let's soak up the energy here of this hawthorn Huath symbol to then redistribute it back into the middle Dantian when it is done spinning. All right, now it's moving back and forth, so it's telling me it's ready. And now it is placing and redistributing that energy into the middle Dantian. Huath also manifests loving, healthy relationships. It heals broken hearts and helps troubled relationships. It improves self-image and self-esteem. It opens the heart to pleasure, intimacy, and commitment. And it helps you allow yourself to be loved and true to your heart, especially through a sense of worthiness. This one's going for a while on this Dantian, which is in your heart space, so that makes sense. Okay, now it's moving back and forth, letting me know it's done. All right, so we're gonna soak up this hawthorn energy here. Okay, and we're gonna let it redistribute over the lower Dantian. Really imbuing a strong sense of worth, knowing that you're worth the best, knowing that you're worth respect, knowing that you're not easily won, that you have boundaries about what you deserve, while also being very open to love and knowing that you are worthy of the love that you deserve. You are worthy of pleasure and intimacy and commitment. And we're going to help relieve any fears you have of intimacy and commitment. And really just allowing yourself to be truly loved. Okay, it's done circling. It's now swinging back and forth. So that is telling me that it is done. I'm putting that in there. Now I'm going to do some of this symbol with my hands. I'm going to start from the lower Dantian here. Huath, Huath. With this section being overactive, we're going to work to balance and take out some of the extra negative energy that is manifested in here. We're really going to imbue the sense that you are worthy of your inner sovereignty. That you are worthy of being true to your heart and only engaging with other worthy people. When you demand respect and demand the best, we're going to ask that you do it in a very heart-centered way. You're going to be firm but kind. Potentially the overactivity here means that possibly you have fallen into some aggressive ways of protecting yourself and your heart, and that you are trying to center in your worthiness, but some of the tactics that you use may be coming from a place of fear and anger, and therefore may be coming out hostile and aggressive, and not in a way that you truly are and truly want to be. So we're going to direct any of that energy out and replace it with more of an authentic, kind, loving, but firm energy that helps you achieve that inner sovereignty and the strong sense of worthiness. Knowing that you're worth the best, knowing that you're worth respect, and you don't have to shout it because you know it. A lot of times when we shout it or are very angry about it, it's because we don't actually believe it. We're trying to force ourselves to believe it. So really just instilling a sense of true, authentic, genuine worth so that you can stand firm in it without having to shout it. Okay. Moving up to the middle Dantian and the heart space, which is a really big, important spot for this sign because this symbol is very much heart-centered. It's very much about heart healing. And here we were underactive, so we need more of that energy. So perhaps what the story is that you're not feeling worthy, you're not feeling respected, you're not feeling like you're able to hold the boundaries and your inner sovereignty. And because you're scared and hurt and insecure here, it was coming out here in ways that weren't authentic and were a bit aggressive. So now that we've balanced that, we're gonna now pull in that true, genuine love for yourself, allowing yourself to be loved and true to your heart with worthy people. Not only allowing yourself to be loved by others, but allowing yourself to be loved by yourself. Knowing that you are worthy of not being easily won. Knowing that you are capable of manifesting loving, healthy relationships. I'm sure almost all of us can say that we have had a broken heart at some point, that we've had troubled relationships at some point, and that has left its imprint on us and made it harder to move forward in life. And so I want to refill that part of you that feels scared to intimacy and vulnerability and commitment. I want to refill that with a strong sense of it is available to you. You are worthy of it. Heal the heart center so that you can manifest those loving, healthy relationships. So that you can let go of the hurt and fear and anger and resentment of those past broken hearts. They happened for a reason. You needed to learn those lessons. They will help you to be more particular moving forward. Instead of letting them destroy you, let them help you with your sense of worth. I know I'm better than the way that I allowed myself to be treated in the past. And I look forward to moving past that and into an energy of respect. And this isn't just for people who are single and looking for love, and it's not even just about romantic love. There is a strong component of romantic love here, but it also works for people who are currently in relationships who are maybe struggling. Maybe the relationship is troubled or has gotten stagnant. This helps move that energy and imbues more pleasure into it, more intimacy, renewing that commitment, remembering why you're in a relationship with this person and working towards things being better. And in some situations, this also may help you realize that it is time to move on from that relationship, and this can help you do it in a more healthy, healed, and loving way. And maybe it's not about romantic love. Maybe it's just about love in general. Love for yourself. The biggest component of this is love for yourself, because when you truly love yourself, you will have that inner sovereignty and that strong sense of worthiness, knowing that you deserve respect and knowing that you deserve happy relationships, even with friends and family, if it's not of a romantic nature. Okay. Now moving on to the upper Dantian, the yin tang point. Here I really want to add the component of improving self-image and self-esteem. Sometimes in this world we live in today, in this society, we get really caught up on what we look like and worrying about what other people think of us and if they find us attractive, and focusing way more on the attractiveness than the emotional health and the mental health, and if we're healing and growing. And sometimes our self-esteem is so bad that we've put up a wall around us that is energetically keeping everyone out and guarding us. Whether we realize it or not, there's an energy we're putting out that keeps people at bay because we don't feel good about ourselves, or we don't feel we're worthy, or we're scared or afraid to open up to true intimacy and commitment. So I want to help release that energy and that barrier so that we can really, really just ground into the strong sense of worthiness, to be able to manifest loving, healthy relationships, and to just really allowing ourselves to be open to intimacy and commitment, and really allowing ourselves to be loved and true to our heart. And even though I'm working on the upper Dantian, there's still a connection with the heart. Your brain has to tell your heart and communicate that you feel this way. They all have to connect and talk to each other. What we see in the everyday world can cloud our judgment and cloud our views of ourselves, and send messages to the heart where we feel deep, where it connects to deep wounds and past traumas that keep telling us we're not enough and live in resentment. And we hide those fears, and then they come out in angry, aggressive ways, or very hurt ways, or where we're building a wall around us. And it all communicates back and forth. So if we can open up this flow, open up this positive self-talk to truly loving ourselves, to showing others just through our energy how open to love we are, but how strongly we're rooted in our worth, and we're not going to accept less than what we deserve. Okay. I'm just going to place a little more of this energy in with the clear quartz before I check again with the pendulum to see how we're doing. So we're going to place some of this energy in to the upper Dantian with the clear quartz, Huath. Really direct it into each one as a final measure, Huath. And the lower, Huath. And create a flow and an openness and alignment between all of them. And then run a little Lemurian quartz over for good measure to really connect to that higher source and higher power that's going to help us stay in this flow state and stay in this state of healing for as long as we can. Now, of course, we are human, so eventually we run into roadblocks, things get mucked up again. It's kind of like, you run out of laundry and you gotta then do your laundry again, wash the same clothes again. You gotta come back to this. Things will get mucked up again, but you just keep coming back and doing the work, and slowly over time, it gets better and it gets easier. Okay, I'm going to grab the pendulum and check in and see if we have properly healed each one or not. Okay. Is this upper Dantian healed? Yes. Is this middle Dantian healed? Yes. Is this lower Dantian healed? It's taken a minute for this one. Okay. All right, it's giving me a yes now. So we have properly healed each one, and I'm now just going to kind of protect everything we just healed, seal it up, not only with keeping out the negative that we got rid of, but pushing in and sealing in and protecting the positive healing that we imbued. So just when you are working through this, just really remember to focus on the key words of worth, respect, healthy relationships, good self-image and self-esteem, and that your heart is open to pleasure, intimacy, commitment, and that you are going to allow yourself to be loved by worthy people and true to your heart because you are worthy. Just move this down to the feet. Seal up the bottoms here. A very big thank you to Mother Earth for taking on this energy and transmuting it for us. A very big thank you to our guides, angels, animals, spirit team, who are all here to help guide and heal us. We appreciate all that you do to support our healing and growth. Thank you all so much for being here today. I hope you found this session useful, and I really appreciate your support. Please subscribe, like, comment, share. I really appreciate the engagement, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day.